was a spokesperson for Generation X and the grunge movement, and as a result, he was an accidental fashion icon. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be learning more about the style and fashion of Kurt Cobain.
I'd say Kurt Cobain was a fashion icon because his personal style influenced millions, and everyone started dressing like him, just trying to emulate his look, because they could really identify with him and what he was wearing, because it was really down to earth and basic and normal, and he just put it together in a really raggedy way that a lot of teenagers could identify with.
Not only was grunge a musical style, it became a fashion philosophy as well. The grunge attitude meant not compromising who you were for anyone, and above all, being yourself. This was a message Cobain exemplified, and his rebellion turned him into a style star. It was obvious that Cobain did not spend a great deal of energy focusing on his style. His hair was permanently messy, bleached at home, and was sometimes colored with Kool-Aid. While Cobain did become a fashion icon to many, this was the last thing on his mind when he shopped for clothes.
He went to a lot of thrift stores and liked the idea of not really knowing what you're going to find. That element of surprise, really influenced by what people wore in the city he's from, and just regular work clothes. People wore loggers and fishermen, so they wore thermal shirts and flannel shirts because it actually was cold and it was practical for their work.
There was a lot of logs.
And trees.
And a lot of trees.
Well, trees came before logs, right?
And a lot of trees getting cut down, and there's a lot of people whose lives revolved around trees getting cut down.
Mom and Dad went to a show. They dropped me off at Grandpa Joe's.
His torn jeans, beat up jeans that were quite popular amongst that generation, and cardigans, wool sweaters, usually oversized with holes. That kind of thing. The flannel shirts, for sure. Everybody wore flannel shirts. Even if it wasn't cold, you just threw one on or tied it around your waist. He wore a lot of chunky striped sweaters that we could actually see exact replicas of in stores. For shoes, Converse, All-Stars, Chuck Taylors.
Cobain's color palette mostly revolved around darker tones, army greens, and grays. He wore his most iconic looks in concerts, interviews, and, of course, music videos.
So, for example, in the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, he's wearing a striped t-shirt over thermal shirt, and some say it's because he was self-conscious about his skinny body, and then other people say it's just actually it was really cold in Seattle, so that's why people wore so many layers.
It wasn't long before Cobain started incorporating more shocking and unexpected elements into his wardrobe. He sometimes wore women's clothing or underwear in concerts, and was known to throw on a colorful scarf occasionally. Despite his reticence to follow fashion, and perhaps because of his desire to shock, Cobain's look proved to be as enduring and timeless as his music.
All alone is all